It's all the same. Only the names will change every day. It seems we're still away. Another place where the
Warning: the following video is extremely disturbing. You've been warned.
What's going on, everybody? It is Saturday night, and welcome to Rollin Throttle. We have a big show, a lot of information that I want to talk about tonight, so let's get right into it. Tonight, we're going to dive deep into one of the biggest myths of the garage, and that's that so-called tuning experts who think slapping on an auto tuner makes them the next great performance guy or guru or whatever you want to call them. And we all know the type won't touch a dyno, but swear by the plug and play magic and think their seat of the pants dyno is just as good as precision tuning. But the question is it really? Is it really? So we're going to break it down: fact versus fiction, real performance versus internet myths, and whether you're a wrench tuner, a weekend warrior, or just tired of bad advice from the guy at your local bike night, or that guy that, on YouTube that never gets out of his garage, you're going to want to stick around for this one. And that's not all. We've got the latest Mobbing the Mountains updates, from new sponsors jumping on board to the killer rides we're putting on together. And this event is shaping up to be the East Coast event of 2025. If you're planning to be there, you won't want to miss what we've got in store tonight. So grab a drink, hit that like and share button, and let's get this thing rolling, because you know why? Throttle wide open. All right, let's talk about, the guy, every bike night, every forum, every Facebook group, all these YouTube channels. You ask about tuning, here they come, telling you how easy it is. Just slap on an auto tuner, ride around a little bit, and boom, you're dialed in like a pro. Does that sound familiar to you? Now, I get it. On the surface, an auto tuner seems like a simple, foolproof solution. It learns as you ride, adjusts on the fly, and hey, no need to pay a professional to dyno your bike. Sounds perfect until you actually understand how tuning works. And here's the problem with that: an auto tuner is reactive, not proactive. It's reading data, but it's not dialing in the bike for perfection. It's making guesses based on what the sensors tell it. And guess what? Those sensors aren't always right. They don't account for every variable. They don't optimize power delivery, and they sure as hell don't refine air fuel ratios like a dyno tuning pro does. See, a dyno tuner isn't just making numbers look good on a screen. They're looking at throttle response, power curves, AFRs, ignition timing, all of it put together. A real tune is about precision, not letting a computer figure it out while you ride. And let's be real, how many of these garage tuners are actually riding long enough to let that auto tuner make decent adjustments? Probably not as much as they claim. Then there's the seat of my pants dyno guy. You know him, the one who claims, I can feel the difference. My bike's running way better. Look, I'm not saying you can't feel the changes, but unless you have a way to actually measure that power gain and how efficiently your engine is running, it's all just guesswork. A bad tune might feel strong at first, but it could be running too lean, too rich, or leaving power on the table without you even realizing it. Worse yet, some of these auto tuners actually fight against a good tune. You ever wonder why some bikes feel sluggish or inconsistent after throwing one on? It's because they're constantly changing, excuse me, they're constantly chasing this average setting instead of optimizing your build, your riding style, your setup. And that's why real performance riders go to a dyno tuner, because you can't shortcut. Oh, I'm getting choked up because of this. Excuse me. You can't shortcut horsepower. At the end of the day, if you care about your bike running okay, then fine. Stick with the auto tuner. Stick with the simple. It's so easy to do. But if you actually want maximum horsepower, smooth throttle response, and a motor that lasts, stop listening to these garage experts who think tuning is as simple as plugging in a device and riding around the block. Real power takes real work. You either do it right or don't do it at all. But look, I get it. I truly get it. Some of y'all jump into the comments and will tell me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's so easy, bro. Just plug it in, ride it around, let the bike learn. Yeah. And that's why half of you are out here running lean, running like crap, backfiring, and wondering why your built bike, runs like a stock bagger with a chest cold. Here's the reality. If tuning was as simple as throwing on a device and letting it do all the thinking, professional dyno tuners wouldn't exist. If an auto tuner could actually optimize your bike the way a real tune does, why do race teams spend hours dialing in fuel maps, ignition timing, and AFRs? Because real tune isn't magic. It is science. But hey, keep listening to those YouTubers in the garage, the Facebook mechanics, and keep trusting the guy in the parking lot who tuned his own bike with zero actual data. Meanwhile, the ones who actually want real performance, they'll be making horsepower while you're out here convincing yourself that it feels faster. So go ahead, hit the keyboard, tell me I'm wrong. But just know, while you're typing this, dude, I've already made somebody else's bike faster because we're actually doing it the right way.
They told him, don't you ever come around again. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and their words are really clear. So beat it, just beat it. You better run, you better do what you can. Don't wanna see no blood, don't be a macho man. You wanna be tough, better do what you can. So beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it. Beat it. No one wants to beat it. Showing hot body, don't get shut right. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this. What's up?
Now it's time to be dangerous. Now it's time to get risky. Now it's time to truly find out what you're made of and what you could achieve. Now it's time to truly find out how many lives you can impact. Now it's time to find out what you were destined to become.
All right. Here we go. Why isn't the Tweedle up here? There he is. I want to take this off since Tweedle's hiding. All right, I'm off my stump speech tonight. There you go. I want to see how many people actually come at me. Let's see. I don't even tune a car that we build without a dyno tune. Lean is fast, but too lean is melting the pistons. We spend hours on the dyno on our engines. Thank you. Thank you. Do they work? Do the can tuners work? Let me tell you what. No, they don't. Can tuners do not work. I don't care what you say. Okay. All right, everybody in the live chat, we have a lively bunch on the screen tonight.
Oh, I thought you was making a statement. I didn't know you wanted a response. I'll say they work good enough to get you to the dyno tuner.
That's a good point. Good enough to get you to a real dyno tuner. Yeah.
So is it hard to find a good dyno tuner?
Oh, that's a good question too.
Not if you're in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah, not
Jake,
if you're. Well, I'm just saying. Quit listening to social media. Go to your local guy, talk to him, discuss what's going on, and go that way. Quit letting these guys get on and basically be salesmen and give you bad information. I'm not saying all of them, because I can send you guys to a few channels. These guys are rock stars. But you know how it is. For every one, you got 100 of bad information.
Well, I don't think a lot of people understand too when you get a tuner that, yes, they may have maps on there, but it's not going to be set up exactly how yours is. So the tune is going to be off 100% there. And it's not even an efficient tune. It's just good enough to get you to the dyno tuner.
I mean, yeah. That's just my little rant. You know, while I was working on stuff today, I had the YouTube playing. It came across some videos, and I'm just like, and let me tell you what. Every day I'm always working on it. Every day I'm always working to become a better tuner, playing with stuff, learning more stuff every day. Because here's the thing also. Not every bike runs the same. So how are you going to use the same maps for multiple bikes when not every bike runs the same? We're, as humans, we're not all the same. So why would you do the same thing for your motorcycle?
I think a lot of people think that the motors are all exactly the same, not realizing every component has a different tolerance. Cranks have different runouts.
So,
even cam dimensions are just a little bit different from cam to cam. You know, spring rates on your valve springs different. No two springs are alike, and unless you're dyno measuring those springs, you're never going to get two that are even remotely close.
Uh-huh.
Well, Doc's got a good question.
what? I need to give you guys. Hang on. Let me. Oh, I did miss Doc's question. I have a question for the panel. When you are dyno tuning, what is the most important thing to watch while you are dyno tuning? Oh, can you guys answer this?
Most important thing to watch.
Can you guys answer? Doc, can you answer this?
Mhm.
Make sure Drew don't blow it up. That's my answer. I'm not tuning. You are.
Well, I know AFRs are pretty important, but I don't know that.
But you'll see it before any AFR stuff.
All right, temps.
Nope. I need to hold up this because that's got another one. The torque curve.
The torque curve?
Your torque curve. If there's any bumps, anything that's not like the way it's fucking acting, it'll tell you if you got a bad tune or what's going on. Yes, you want to set your AFRs and your timing and everything, but your torque curve will be the number one indicator of a bad tune versus a good tune. And you guys probably see them. You probably see them where they'll do this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you gotta go back in those sections.
Gas mileage is not that. No.
We're on Doc's question. ADD. Okay.
You already answered his question.
I want to know what Doc says. You answer it, Doc. I'm looking. He wants to hear. What's the Doc got here? Is it true that 24s in there do not require a tune replacing the full exhaust and air cleaner? So I know what you're getting to, Sawicki's. All right. So Sawicki, you can replace the ECM has enough to do if you replace the exhaust, it has enough parameter to compensate for it. It's still, if you do an air cleaner and exhaust, you need to actually tune the bike because you're flowing both ways more. So every motor's different, make more power. Yep. How the spring rate on a dyno tune can be affected? Hey Doc, how good are you feeling? Where is Doc? God dang it! This piece of junk phone.
Can you
What?
detune a bike for right lane cruises?
Yes, you can. Just like I have to detune Tweedles because he's too scared.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ. You ain't detuning mine, you're retuning.
I have to turn it down so Tweedle won't get scared.
Well, if you're gonna turn his down, put that back into my bike.
Too much power for you, Jake.
Where's he at? I see his name, but I do not see him. There he is. He must be feeling better. I am not going to go through this. You just come on and we'll have the freaking discussion, Doc.
Perfect. Because you got a great expert panel. And, Jake brought up a good point. Spring rate on your valves. How would that affect the dyno tunes, Jake?
So,
Well,
You said it was spring rate that's important to watch for. So how was that?
no,
affected?
I said torque curve.
Right.
That's-
But Jake said spring rate on the valve springs.
No,
no, not on dyno tunes. It's that spring rates are different in every motor, and that no two motors are alike.
Right. Right. But you mentioned spring rate. So when would you want to be concerned about spring rate?
When you start looking more into the high flow,
high lift.
Your high lift, long duration cams?
Yep. Especially when you get into when you start getting to the 500s.
Kind of like I did on Spaceball.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you did on Blue Spade.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, you can run those 500s on stocks, and for at least a mile, it'll run like a fucking banshee.
Yep. One of the most important things on a high lift, long duration cam to watch out when you're picking your springs is you want a zero interference spring, one that could collapse all the way flat, come back up with zero binding.
Yep.
As soon as that spring binds, you got a valve stuck open, and the piston eats the valve.
Well, let's get back to tuner stuff. This is what it's all about. I'm just
Okay.
saying. I just had a video, like, I guess because I still spend every day trying to become a better tuner. And then people are out there like, oh, you can just throw this on and ride around. It's the same thing. It is not the same thing.
Well, before you even start tuning, you got to take into account for barometric pressure, the humidity in the air temperature, your elevation above sea level.
Yep. Or below sea level, depending on where you're at.
Above or below sea level.
Because when we tune in Miami, it's below sea level.
Right. But your ideal tuning barometric pressure is 2.9 or 9 or 8. That's ideal.
That's why you'll see a lot of people that will not tune in anything under 40 degrees or on a rainy day.
And those are the tuners you want.
Yep. But yeah, I just had to bring that up, Doc. I mean, I get where they're going with it, right? I get where you're going with it. But at the same time, you're just better off taking it to a professional and
absolutely. And if you get a can tune from, let's say, Fuel Moto, they're close. Yeah. They're not going to be 100%. You could run them. I don't suggest running it for a long period of time. but you could run them, get it to a dyno tuner, get a custom tune made for your motorcycle at your elevation on the most common day and temperature. It's kind of hard to do because I live in New England. You know, like the weather, wait 5 minutes. But, you know, you want to get all that stuff together and get a custom tune made for your build. Yes, there might be, you know, thousands of motorcycles out there with the same motor, the same exhaust, the same cam, but depending on how that motor was broken in or how that motor was taken care of will depend on how much timing you can add or subtract and how much fuel you can add or subtract.
I got a question because I know somebody in the audience is going to be asking this. When you do a can tune, you don't have the option of putting in barometric pressure, air temp, and all that crap.
Nope.
So none of that really applies to a can tune. That only applies to a dyno tune.
And
I don't like calling it a dyno tune because it's not a dyno tune. It's a custom tune built for your build on the dynamometer.
Right.
Yeah.
The dynamometer is a instrument to use to build that tune.
It's a tool.
Yep.
And we could take the same bike built exactly the same way with the same parts, put one on and it pull one number, pull the other one on, and it could be higher or lower.
You could take your bike literally. If you have a shop that has, if they're fortunate enough to have 2 dyno machines, take your bike, do 3 runs from, you know, stone cold, get a number, pull it off that lift, put it on the next dyno tuner right next to it, let it get stone cold again, and do the same 3 pulls at the same temperature. You'll get totally different numbers because no 2 dyno tuners are the same. They're within 10 to 15% of each other.
Right. That's why, like, when people talk about numbers, and they hand me their sheet, I'm more looking at the curves. Like, what's that bike actually doing?
I got one right here.
That, like, it'll actually
That's
tell
what he's
me.
talking about, the curves.
Yeah, it'll actually tell you a lot about how that bike will run.
That's a blank sheet of paper, Tweedle.
Oh, it ain't?
Can
you seriously not see it?
I see a graph. I don't see no curve.
There's a curve.
Get some new glasses, buddy, because it's there. I can see it perfectly fine.
So, Doc, I'm gonna bring this up because you can get into this.
All right.
How does gear selection alter numbers, and how about sitting on the bike versus standing next to it?
Well, if you're sitting on the bike, then you're adding the load of the rider to the bike. So it'll give you a more accurate number of what it's like. Now, if you're like Jake, you know, 5'3" at 100 pounds, and you have somebody like Tweedle who's, you know, 7 feet tall and 240 pounds sitting on your bike, it's going to be different.
But here's the other thing too, and this all depends on your dyno guy too. How much brake did they put on that drum?
Yeah,
to create the load.
Yeah, you want it to be as much as the resistance of the road is.
Yeah.
And that's a very fine math to go through. It takes a lot of research and time to get that just right.
And I'm glad you brought it up, Doc. People don't realize how much math these guys are really good at dyno tuning, how much math there actually is into doing this stuff.
Yes.
There's formulas to use. That if a really good tuner knows his formulas, how to tune your bike.
All right, so I'm going to share this. If we're talking about it, Drew.
Yeah.
It's a dyno sheet. So you want to look at curves and look at how bad of a dyno tuner there are out there. Now, I don't do dyno tuning or anything like that. But you can see here down at the bottom where my air-fuel ratios were roughly about 10-1, which is stupid fat.
Yeah.
At 4,200 RPM. And the dyno tuner I had, he was able to get it closer to 14-1, and that's where you want to be, around the mid to high end. The low end, you wanted a little fat to give you that out of the hole punch.
Yeah.
And that explains why that 4,200 RPM, you could see it dip down here and then finally start to climb, and then he irons it out. So it gets a little stupid there. I don't know why. I think he just said, that's good enough for now. I don't have the final dyno sheet.
Well, that normally when we get stuff like that, that's because that's a high horsepower bike, and we get some chatter on the dyno because these things are real sensitive. So when you get like a high horsepower and it gets up there to where it's really just ripping, sometimes on a light bike you'll get some chatter on the dyno. So
because this is Spaceball, by the way.
Yeah. So it basically just follow the line. All that is a little chatter, and that's just a dyno thing.
So is that the dyno, like the sensors on the dyno are chattering, or is that wheel skip on the drum?
Yeah, usually skip on the drum.
Okay.
Now, if he had it at the beginning, when this is just my experience, I'm not saying I'm like the best tuner in the world. This is just stuff I've been learning. So when I see it at the beginning where he's really putting a load and got a lot of torque building, that's usually your clutch is slipping and not being able to hold the torque. I'm sorry. I'm like pointing at the screen, like you guys can see me pointing at the screen.
Yeah. So right about the 125 mark where the blue line is flat and the red dips.
Yeah, you would see it like kind of like mountain peaks up through there. That would be your clutch is slipping. And
that's a stock clutch, by the way.
Right. For now. But anyways.
Yeah. Apex is in the house, baby.
Man, you know how hard it is to get that part right now? Like everybody's after that part.
But Rollin Throttle was able to get it done. Not on the website. Again, if you call rollingthrottle.com, you want something, he can get it done. That's the proof. Not only was he able to get one, he got two.
Yeah. Damn. What's that at?
163.56.
Yeah.
153 horse.
Yeah. On that little light ass bike. Holy shit. Hang on, boys.
I told you should have taken for a ride at Mob and Drew.
Fucking when you got it around me one day, said I'm gonna have to take her for a rip, and especially when you get the new clutches in it.
Jake too. I got the big controls on it. He could ride it.
I can't believe you won't let me learn how to do drifter cross on it.
The bike's not built for that.
No.
Better than mine.
Which, if you guys watched, I know you guys watched anybody in the chat. So just to let you know, the guy that actually won last night, he works for Mike at Suspension Tech. So he's the guy that actually won the drifter drags last night. And just so you know, he was running Suspension Tech, and he was the smoothest out there. So I'm gonna throw that out. But no, I don't see anything wrong with this dyno sheet.
I do with the air fuel ratios. That could be ironed out a little bit more.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're putting stupid power in a softail motor.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to fucking calm it down. As long as it's not like up in the 16, we're fucking good. We'll send it.
That's it.
Or as long as it's not pinging, we're good.
Oh no, there's knock sensors. They're the Harley knock sensors, but there's knock sensors.
I've still got mine to ping. I've been like, whoops.
Well, that's when Thunder Max will come in hand.
But goddamn, what cam you got? You got a Cyclorama what in this one?
CR480. No, on this one, the CR512.
That's what I thought. I thought you had a 500 in it.
Yep, the CR512. That's a fat cam.
You know what would improve you?
What's that?
Those new heads that Benson Hines has made. Those things they flow better than anything I've ever seen.
Now, if you're
Can you
really
see if the stick
interested,
can fall off in my driveway?
No.
Worth a shot.
I can't even get them. What are you talking about?
but if you're really interested, I could find a picture of the cam so you could compare it to the stock cam that came out of the 131. I mean, it all comes into play with tuning. We talk about lift and duration.
Doc, your 131, did it have a Screaming Eagle cam stock in it or just a regular whatever they put in it stock?
I believe it's a stock cam. It's nothing special. The cam plate was just a regular cam plate and oil pump. There really wasn't anything special put into that other than it's the 131.
I know the ST is supposed to come stock with a Screaming Eagle cam, but they still have a stock cam chest and oil pump.
I know the 135s come with the Screaming Eagle cam plate, oil pump, or Screaming Eagle cam.
All right. So Salty was talking about the chatter and stuff on your curves and everything, and I was talking about that. There is another exception. It's when you have a stupid power bike that you can't keep it on the drum. And you have the 3 ratchet straps and 2 guys sitting on the back end of it just to keep it from skipping.
Yeah. Let's see. Can I edit this?
I've seen that.
Corey asked.
Yeah. What you mean the? Yeah. So I normally ran Ward heads with Ward Performance. Their heads are awesome. They work great. I've seen great results out of T-Man Performance heads, but these ones that they have done at Vincent Hines Motorsports is just like crazy.
All right. I'm going to stop sharing that screen. I'm going to share another one here. This way you can have an idea. Oh, wait, that's the 480 cam. Wrong cam. Wrong cam.
God dang it, Doc.
Oh, let's see that 480.
Twitter wants to see the 480.
Yeah.
Let's see the 480.
You want to see the 480?
Yeah, I mean, you won't run me on it, so you might as well just at least let us see the dyno sheet.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I tell you what, I'll have the bike at Daytona.
Well,
I'll have the bike at Daytona. If you want to run me, run me.
I don't know if I'll be down there. You're going to have it at Mobbin, ain't you?
Yeah.
No, we'll go play then.
So we're talking about lift, right? This here is lift. Yeah. This here is your duration.
Yep.
Now, I know everybody heard me talk about base circle. Down at the bottom of the cannon is the base circle. And the interesting thing is if the base circle on your new cam is the same as the original factory cam, you don't need to have adjustable push rods. Let me say it again. If your base circle on your new cam is identical to the factory cam, you do not need to have adjustable push rods.
Hey, Doc, what happens when you make the lobe flat on top?
Oh, it's open a lot longer.
You need new lifters.
You need new lifters in the cam. I thought the first time that happened, I thought I broke a valve spring. That's how bad it sounded.
I mean, that's almost flat on a 480.
No, I got a flat one. Looked like we took a ball peen hammer and just smashed it. What the fuck happened to that other cam?
The other one's the factory cam that came out of the bike with all the bluing.
Yeah.
That thing looks like it's got a ton of heat through it.
Yeah. 7,000 miles on that cam, and that's how it came out.
Jesus.
I'm looking for the picture of the 512 cam because it's quite impressive.
Oh,
Why am I in 22 and I'm not finding it? Did I delete it? I
And
might
for
have
anyone
deleted it.
who's curious, base circle is not a spec that you will find on the side of the box or
No.
the CAM spec sheet. That's
Nope.
a whole mathematical equation that's a very deep rabbit hole that gets complex pretty quick.
this is why I tell people go to your local guy you're going to use and have a discussion with them. Tweedle.
Push rods are cheap enough. Just go ahead and change them out.
Call Daddy Drew and he'll tell you what to buy.
That's the best way to do it.
Or you could call me and I could tell you what to buy too.
Yeah, there's all kinds of options, people.
I'm calling Jake.
I'm going. Hey, you know what the funny thing is? So anytime I call Mike at Suspension Tech, he's like, "Yeah, I talked to your boy Jake at State Farm."
I had a nice conversation with him Wednesday night before my live.
He's always going to be Jake from State Farm.
I guess it's better than being Mayhem from Allstate commercial like Crystal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can't find the picture of that cam. I'm pissed.
But anyways, what I'm getting to is there's actually, we use Thunder Max, but like when I did Tweedles, I did Crystals, I'd go a little more into it than I can tune and let it auto tune itself. So, and it's still not top. Like the only way you're actually going to get a good tune is to put it on a dyno.
Well, there's a little bit of a difference with what you did and what anybody else could do. Because you actually had that class, so somebody like me don't need to be doing anything but uploading whatever's told to put upload.
And I have people that I talk to that are good tuners that have helped me along the ways. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm still learning, but I can tell the difference of when I started tuning and where I'm at now.
Okay, Drew. So for those who have a Thunder Max and have that adjustability or the auto tuning,
don't touch it.
Can you go put that on a dyno and tune it?
Oh yeah, we do it all the time. We do it all the time. But so Doc could probably talk about this too. The other thing is talking to your local guy, because you got to know what he's comfortable with tuning with, what he's efficient with tuning with.
99.9% of your tuners, they're very comfortable with DynoJet, the Power Vision tuners, because that's the dyno they have is from DynoJet, and that's the schooling they got. It's hard to find somebody who's fluent in all the different languages of dyno tuning. And remember, if you go to a Harley shop to have them dyno tune your bike, they're, because of the Harley Davidson umbrella and all that, they have to be within an EPA compliance on your tune.
Yep. That's why I love Mike. We have at the shop that it don't matter which tuner. He's like, he's been doing it for so long. He's comfortable with anything that shows up on the dyno. It's just for him. It's like, which laptop am I bringing out?
Yeah.
But so, have you found it yet, Doc? If not, I'm going.
No.
All right.
That picture's long gone. I don't know what happened to it. It's Tweedle's fault.
Okay. Tweedle's fault.
Yeah, I snuck in your house and deleted it.
Yep. Blame Tweedle 2025.
He's bad.
Well, it's kind of funny you say that, Doc. Before I go into like mobbing the mountain stuff, I have an issue with Tweedle right now. Hey, Dally, will you take your hat off?
Yeah.
Will you show them what's on your forehead? So, old Dallas has a lightning bolt tattoo on his forehead, which apparently he was put up to it by Tweedle.
So Tweedle's uninvited from Robin.
Bullshit. No, he wasn't. I got that text. Hey, I'm doing this. I said, oh.
Oh, so now you're a snitch?
No, I'm getting the facts straight. Little
No.
Rick up there trying to include somebody in something that he wasn't involved in.
Hang on. You're supposed to be in charge of these people so we can be professional, and you're gonna let him get a freaking he looks like Harry Pothead now with the daggone lightning bolt tattoo on his forehead.
He is Harry Pothead.
That's because he's working for Harley Pimp now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Tweedle. Why? You know we have to keep Dallas from doing stupid shit like this.
Sometimes you just gotta let him do stupid shit.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Well, don't
Trust
worry.
me. It could be a lot worse.
Because like we're in the back room, I'm getting stuff set up, and he like takes his hat off, and I see a little speck. I'm like, you got something on your head, and come find out it's this tattoo. So when we get off here, me and you are gonna have a phone call about why you would let him do that, and now he's gonna look like customers.
I don't know am I getting blamed for it.
Well, the
That's
simple,
you.
hey, Drew, the simple answer to that is when he's at a rally representing Rolling Throttle, he cannot take his Rolling Throttle hat off at all.
Problem solved.
No, I got a better solution. How about we just get the Rolling Throttle logo tattooed right over it? So he's a walking billboard.
It's not getting you out of getting the brand on your butt.
No, now we should go on the neck.
Yeah, we since you're fighting us doing it on the ass, we're gonna that's a good idea, Doc. Since you're fighting about the ass, we're gonna brand him on the neck.
Tweedle ain't getting brand unless there's 30 grand cash in my hand.
Oh, no. There'll be plenty of alcohol, handcuffs, and zip ties involved.
Yep. And you're too far away from anybody that knows
Tweedle
you.
don't drink all that much, so the alcohol ain't gonna help you any.
That you know of.
I'm pretty sure I can find some ice cream and we can get you all jacked up.
Hey, I'll have some orange juice with me.
Like last year?
No. This is my own special creamsicle orange juice.
Oh. Well,
Does it say Sugarlands on it? Because that ain't real.
No. This is homemade in Puerto Rico.
Ah, there we go. Corey has a great idea. Or a fat guy sitting on you.
Gotta catch me first.
Oh, that's easy. You're slow.
Oh,
as
that's
shit.
easy. The slowest in Tennessee in West Virginia.
Yeah. I got proof.
Fucking A.
Let's see. Slowest in West Virginia, slowest in Florida, slowest in, well, you're fast in Tennessee. That doesn't really say much.
Hey, how did the guy come on here going to talk about tuners? I know. Just throw us around. Like, anyways, I'm just fucking with you. I know what's going on. I love seeing you squirm like a.
I ain't squirming for shit. That was a grown ass man. Sometimes you gotta
automatically snitched. You automatically snitched.
Oh no, I straightened that story out because you got fed bullshit.
See, hey, Chris Venus says 30 grand. I says I'll do it for an exhaust. See, now can I do a shameless plug?
Hey, go ahead.
If Chris Venus joins my membership, you'll have a choice of either a Sawiki Speed exhaust or a complete suspension from Rolling Throttle.
Because Doc is fucking awesome.
Just saying.
I'm just saying. I need some more water.
I mean, it's a good deal. I mean, let's say you went in at the doctor level for every live you're on, you get 2 entries between now and the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Right? That's 10 months at $8.99 a month. That's less than $90 for a chance to win what, $1,800 exhaust? or $1,800 worth of suspension.
Maybe I should go get on that. See if I can get some suspension.
You should.
Yes.
You
Hey,
should.
Did you race Bill in the parking lot?
Who, me?
No, Toyota.
Toyota.
What are you talking about?
Well, he says you're the slowest in the parking lot.
Be right back.
The Doc will be right back, so everybody knows.
That's what you get for listening to Bill.
I had to text the water boy. I'm gonna have to mute him, man.
Here.
Oh,
Hydrated.
yeah, I'm with you. I had to text Tyrus to bring me some
My
more water.
personal nurse, Kelp Fire, tells me to stay hydrated, so I don't argue with her.
All right. So, you guys want to talk about Mob in the Mountains? I hope everybody's been paying attention because this thing is getting better by the week.
What's Mob in the Mountains? Please do tell.
I'm thinking about
Hang on.
going
I
there.
think Cyrus just broke his face coming in here. Hang on. Hang on. Mob in the Mountains here. 18th through the 22nd in Summersville. It's going to be at the Summersville Lake Retreat and Lighthouse. Mob in the Mountains, just an old-fashioned get-together. We ride, we hang out, we have hooligan fun, shenanigans, just good camaraderie. So, Doc, I'm glad you're on here. Did you notice that added the Mothman ride?
Yes. I do follow the thread.
I'm just saying. So,
You got my wife all excited over that.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, so the first, I'll just tell you guys, the first leg of it's going to be long, getting there. And then it's not going to be bad going back with all the stops. We're going to run all the way to the Mothman thing and then start working our way back to the campground with stops.
And that's on Saturday?
No, that is on Thursday.
Thursday.
It's on Thursday. Yeah.
Okay.
And so the first leg will be long to go there. I'm just being honest with everybody. But then after that, it's not that bad. It's not that long in between stops. So we're going to ride to the Mothman Museum, be at the Mothman statue, all of that. Let everybody check it out. And then we're going to go from there to the Harley shop. So they will feed us. They're feeding us for lunch. And they got all kinds of stuff to give away to the people that's on the ride. And I mean, when I say all kinds of stuff, I mean, I was surprised. They wanted to be on this and they brought it.
Listen, if they want to give me a 2025, I'm all about it.
Well, it was just cool. It's like, yeah, we want to be a part of it. I mean, so you guys know I used to work at this dealership, so there is a relationship there. But as Doc knows, with any dealership, they are hard to get them on board to do anything like this. So it was awesome that they do it. I was very lucky that the new GM, she is a sweetheart. I know her. I loved working with her. But anyways, they're going to feed us. They're going to have all kinds of giveaways. And so they're also, we're doing a raffle, raise money for the industry for vets and stuff. They are having. So if you guys have seen my my carbon fiber helmet, it's been pinstriped and everything. So that dude is going to take they got a helmet that they're going to take, and he's going to do one of his badass designs that we're going to have for the raffle giveaway. They're having him do it up. But on top of that, I mean, it was all kinds of stuff. Like, it wasn't small stuff that they're going to give away to you guys. Like, I was kind of, like I said, I was shocked. I was like,
cool.
Wow, this is awesome.
That's a nice dealership too. Or did they go to the new location yet? Or are they still in their original?
They're still the original. They're still working on the new one because you know how everything is.
Yep.
It's slower than crap to try to get stuff done. But it's still cool. Free lunch, You
got me at free.
Yeah. And then I was going to take you guys from there. We're going to go up the boulevard along the river and stop in front of the state capitol so we can take pictures in front of the state capitol.
Can we do burnouts in front of state capitol?
I've done them. Go ahead. I don't care. And then we're basically going to follow the river up, and we're going to ride the Talon back to the campground. We're going to go up there and play on the Talon. Well, actually, I'm going the circle. We're going to do the Talon, go through the New River Gorge, circle back around, and go to the campground. That's our ride for that day. That's why I call it the Mothman picture ride, because basically I'm going to take you where all kinds of, you can take great pictures and see some beautiful scenery and some folklore about the Mothman. But I just want to tell you, I did that because I was talking to Crystal. I'm like, man, they've been down here so much, and they keep asking about Mothman. I'm like,
hold on. There is no they. That is Mel.
Well, hang on. You're on board for it too. Don't lie.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's all Mel.
But still, I made Mel happy. All right.
That's it. Happy wife, happy life.
Right. So I was like, it is like, I'll be honest with you, it's about an hour to hour and a half from the campground to the Mothman thing. But it's a great ride. We'll just cruise it. And that's just cruising. You know what I mean? We're not going to, I figure we'll have people, we'll probably end up just have to cruise to get there. But that's going to be your longest part of the day. Everything else is not that far in between doing. So, and then Friday, for all you guys that, you know, you really want to see West Virginia, come ride with us Friday. So Friday is a sun up to sundown ride. 347 miles. But I'm telling you now, it's going to be some of the most beautiful 347 miles you've ever seen.
Back to snowshoe.
Back to snowshoes. Snowshoes on the route.
We stopping at the put on your sweatshirt stop on the top of the mountain again?
Well, I hope you guys already learned to, like, I mean, we're going
put on your sweatshirt.
First part of the route is what we did last year. So if you guys remember, after we went to Cass, we rode out there and we took a right and went south to Marlington to eat. All right. So instead of going south, we're going to go north. I'm taking you guys to Seneca Rocks and bringing you back around, and we're going to make a big loop. And just basically, we're going to stay in the mountains all day, riding the mountains, riding up and down the mountains all day long. So, but just so everybody knows, that will be a sun up to sundown ride. So, but
bring your cameras, make your stops short, live your memories in your pictures later.
No, that's why it's going to be. We'll probably, I'll be honest with you, we'll probably roll out at 7 and be back around 5 or 6. So, long day, but it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
And then Saturday's a short ride down south. We're going to ride down south, do a couple picture rides, stop at the Harley shop in Princeton, and then come back to the campground because I am working on a big Saturday party Saturday night to end the last night of Mob in the Mountains. But I'm just telling you the rides because Hannah always asks for the Rollin Throttle tours, so that's why I did them. And you don't have to ride with us. I'm going to have maps of rides in all the areas to give out to everybody that's there. You can ride part of it. You can meet up. That's why I kind of let know like where we're going to be in case there's like you don't want to go to the beginning of it, but you know we're going to be this place. We can meet up somewhere along the road, or you can bounce out. You know, it is not a mandatory ride. It's just me being a tour guide and showing people around.
Rolling Throttle Tours.
Rolling Throttle Tours. What's up, Bogey? What's up, Road Reality? Thanks for coming in. So that's the rides. And what else? We got a lot of great people coming. Dot's coming. Dallas is coming. Jake's coming. Tweedle's coming.
I'm thinking about coming.
Shut up. You're coming.
Well, Penny's coming. Whether he comes or not, that's up to him.
Yeah,
but Penny's coming.
I talked to Meg and Michael, the cameraman, they're coming. They're gonna come ride with us in West Virginia. I don't know. There's just all kinds of people. Right? I know riding on threes is behind the bars is. Venus doesn't like me, so he's not coming. I think Guns and Baggers is coming. Bent Rim's coming. That's what I'm saying. There's all kinds of great people within our little community, and there's all kinds of people that doesn't do social media but follows or watches stuff. They're coming. This is gonna be a great event. I'm excited for it.
Hell yeah!
And the giveaways. Woo, buddy. You guys,
The big giveaway. There's going to be an oil change kit given away.
And the raffle
You're
stuff.
gonna need one after that trip.
Thanks, Bit Rim, for shouting that out in the live. Smash that. Yep. If you haven't got your spot, yeah. Thank you, Bit Rim, for shouting that out in the chat. I know one thing we need to work on the website, Jake, is putting a list of like other places to stay, because I know places are booking up, and I've been getting just people are not familiar with the area, and they've been like sending me DMs asking, and I've been like listing hotels and everything off for them. So we need to throw that up on the website.
Got you guys covered.
We ride West Virginia. He's coming again, right?
Oh yeah, Adam was
Good. He's a good dude, man.
bro. He's staying the week. He's coming up for the whole week. Like that's how excited he is. He's like, I'm gonna come up there and stay the whole week.
It'd be good.
Sam and Susan coming, do you know?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam and Susan's coming. I think who else is coming? Trey. I think Trey's coming, ripping on twos.
Corey, we'll get you in. Don't worry about it.
I heard a bunch of the club styles are coming.
Yeah.
And I assume hopefully we'll see Louis again from Club Style, Georgia.
Yeah. Louis is a good dude.
Yeah.
For us, not staying at the campsite, are there any restrictions on getting to the camp to hang? Shoot, no. Wait until you meet these people. These people are awesome.
You can drive around the gate. I did it all the time.
So the head count's getting a little big, right? So we're actually going to move everything out to that big area up front, right?
Okay. The big field by the lighthouse.
Yeah. So we're going to put the rally rig up there, and I was talking to them, and they're going to build us a big fire pit with chairs and all kinds of stuff for everybody to be able to hang out. So,
Are they supplying the wood, or we got to bring some?
don't worry about it. Yeah.
That was a good question. You got to admit. Can't have a campfire without wood.
Dude, you met them last year. These people
They're awesome.
are awesome. Yeah. Like as soon as I said, "Hey, can we come back?" They were like, "Boom, on it. Let's go." We're working on food trucks. That's why, like, if you guys are in the Instagram channel where I asked them to do stuff, that's why I was asking. Is that way for people that don't want to go out and don't want to eat, we're going to at least have a food truck there in the evening time, so you don't have to leave to go do anything.
Yep. So about 2 weeks before, if anybody wants Blackie's mustard or relish, send me a DM with your order, and I will fill that order. We'll square up at the rally. But I'm bringing about 50 Blackie's hot dogs.
Is Rhodey coming? Because I just saw Corey say something about Rhodey booked.
Yeah.
Corey said that he, Polo, and Rhodey are going to be there.
Oh, hell yeah. See, this is getting better. Like, this is going to be awesome.
Have you met Polo yet?
No, I haven't.
Polo's a good dude, man. You'll like him.
I don't know if I've met him.
The link for the tread.
Holy crap. Did Tweedle actually do something? But anyways,
you get what you pay for out of employees.
uh, so jamming's coming back this year. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think about everybody that came last year is already coming back.
Because it was such a great time.
Yeah.
Evil Rick's coming.
I put that as one of the best events I went to last year, and I went to 8 different events. Daytona's almost at the top with mobbing because of the people I was with in Daytona. Some of them are here on screen. One of them was not. But because of the people were at mobbing, the riding at mobbing, the shenanigans, the fun, the brotherhood, the family environment made that event the premier event for me for 2024.
Hang on, we have to clarify what type of family environment it was.
Well, us being family.
Yeah. Not kids running around family environment.
No. Some of the shenanigans are not kid friendly.
Yeah.
Pulling into the train station, Dan learned the hard way.
Tweedle's potty mouth.
We won't tell.
What?
We will tell the story. If you come to Mob in the Mountains, we will tell the story because it may continue this year.
There is a 99.9% chance that will be back. And no, it's not a rally. It's an old school biker camp.
It's just a bit. The only reason, okay, just so you guys know, the only reason I'm bringing our rally rig is because I know you guys, some of you guys see stuff or see us talk about it. That way you can actually see the stuff. And if you can't make it to a rally and you would like to pick it up, we can get you taken care of. Because honestly, we're there to have fun. So we've been talking about this and we're trying to set it. We're not going to be like open up all the time. It's going to be more like in the evening times when everybody's chilling. We'll open up and do whatever. It's, you know what I mean? That I'm not there to, honestly, I'm not there to make like money. That's not why I started this. So just so that everybody knows the behind why I started this. I come from this area. It is a very poor area. And I always said, if I could, when I get out and I can do something, I want to be able to bring stuff, what we do, back to the area to support the area. And these are good people. These guys have been up there. Everybody's super nice. Everybody's very, very graceful. But it's just my way of being able to give back to the community where I grew up at.
And rumor has it that you'll be bringing DDK ice cream.
No.
That's the rumor.
Don't believe the rumors you hear because they're always a lie.
Somebody bring a pipe bender so I can get my solid pipes for my trike. But that's why I started this. All right. So everybody knows I didn't start it to make money. And then it just happened to be a fun time. Exactly how we did last year is what we're doing this year, except for I'm trying to make it to where everybody can have a good time, and me working to try to get the giveaways and the raffle. Well, the raffle stuff is my way because I really want to raise money for this veteran thing. But the giveaways,
you're not making a penny on this.
No,
you're doing all this work by donating your time and your energy, and it's appreciated. Giving back to the community and helping veterans, which is part of our other community.
Yeah, and it's and like we talked about, what the cool thing about it, it's not a rally. It's just an event that is this old school. Show up, people. We got a bunch of us got closer by doing this. We've got some badass riding in. And we supported the community that was there. And because of that, they were very thankful. And when we wanted to come back there, they were arms wide open and like, what can we do to help you? So
to include the campground, the town, the government,
Yeah. So I was trying to do it in that different place, and I'm not going to down them. I was trying to do it in that different place. It just wasn't working out. And finally, I just had, because it was going too long. I know a lot of people need a plan, and I was like, you know what? We'll just go back. And as soon as I called, within 24 hours, everything just fell into place.
Yeah. I like that campground.
Yeah, it's a great
It is a
campground.
very nice little place.
And it's kind of it's a compliment to the people who came because they want us back, so we must have done something right.
Hey, Tweedle, remind me to add a vice in the rally rig. Just so evil Rick will shut up, because the fact I don't have a vice in the rally rig.
I mean, we really don't need one, but okay.
Oh no!
Technically,
no.
you do.
Well,
Technically, you do have a vice.
It's
You
just
got a
made,
fork vice.
yeah, it's just made for front forks. But I just want people to know, like you're talking about, we are not making a dime off of this. This is just me really wanting to do something cool for everybody to do, So
So, it's kind of funny how we talked about it at Mobbin last year, saying, hey, do it the weekend after Father's Day, because Father's Day weekend has traditionally been the last weekend of Laconia.
yeah, Doc. And then you see what they did this year.
They moved it.
Yep. Unfortunately,
Everybody's moving their dates around. Homecoming moved their dates around.
Which stepped on Gettysburg. It is, So, but it's okay. We understand if you can't make it, you had other plans.
Yep.
There's a few other people like Ben from Bikes, Beers, and Brews. Unfortunately, he can't make it because where he already has plans with his friends, they always do Laconia. And that's when I learned that Laconia changed their dates. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because we purposely talked about, like, let's make sure that it's the weekend after Laconia, so we're not on top of that rally.
Or he can do what I do. I plan on making a turn and burn on the first weekend, that Saturday. Go up and back.
Right.
I'm just saying. But I think they moved it because they're trying to escape all the rain.
Rainconia.
Last year it rained the whole month of June.
And we had beautiful weather in West Virginia.
Yep.
So fingers crossed.
It was. It was gorgeous the whole weekend.
Hey, you know what? Remind me, if we have beautiful weather down there and it's raining up there, I'm going to send him a picture and be like, should have hung out with us.
Yep. I'll message Ben and say, ha, stay dry.
But no. But no, you're right, Doc. I just want people to know, like, because I don't want people to get the wrong way while we're doing this, or why I'm bringing the rally rig. I just, like I said, some people can't make it the rallies and stuff like that. I just figured I'm bringing. It's not a rally type, but I'm bringing our rally rig, so they can.
But it's also actually where Tweedle's going to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Tweedle's going to be working the whole time, so he won't be on a lot of these rides.
No. We're still working that out. I'm hoping we can do. I know we're going to do stuff because I figure some of the raffle stuff will be installing, just to give a little hint about the stuff it's going to be in the raffle.
T-shirts and hats.
Yeah. No, all the guys, all these sponsors, especially the part sponsors and the shops that you see on there, they are coming hard to support this.
Nice.
Like,
any idea what the raffle cost per ticket is? Was there going to be a deal on tickets?
We're working that out. I'm not going to make it. I'm not making it huge. Like, I'm not going to make it super expensive. That way people can buy as many tickets as they want. Right?
5 tickets, $5 a ticket, 5 for 20, something like that.
I was thinking $1 a ticket,
Oh,
5 for 6, or 24 an arm length.
oh, whose arm?
Tweedles.
That's a long arm.
Yep. So,
Can
Jake,
I do a wingspan
Yeah.
from fingertip to fingertip?
for 100, I'll let you do from Tweedle's head to his feet.
Ooh,
A whole roll.
Yeah.
I'll hold you to that.
I'm just saying.
For
Going to
75, you can do
veterans.
from my head to feet.
Well, I'm trying to make this as affordable as possible for people to be able to come and enjoy
Yep.
it and have a chance to be a part of everything.
Yep.
Because that's a problem with rallies. They're so damn expensive.
I'm trying to do all of Daytona on less than $2,000.
Oh, you better not go to Vendor Row.
Wow. That's a feat.
That's
Here,
all
I hope
good
yeah.
money right
Do
there.
not go to the sanity tent, and you should be okay.
Don't
No,
go
no,
to performance hangover.
I'll be a performance hangover.
Well, I'm trying to save you money. All right.
I know. I'm not entering the show this year because I don't have the performance paint job.
Yeah. That's at least another 100 horsepower.
No, 250 according to them.
Wow. But anyways, yeah, I love it. I want it to be as affordable as possible to everybody. Because it's more about getting together and having a good time and riding. I think that's what we all fell in love with about it. Yeah, we did go over and support the other event that was happening. But at the same time, we came there to be with each other, and that's exactly what happened. It was fun.
Yeah. We went and supported the Hellbender, and then we did our own thing. And then we went and supported the Hellbender, and we did our own thing.
Yeah.
And we took part in their biker games.
Took part. I think we took over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Just watch
we are bringing the biker games back. And if everybody's
Just watch
like,
out for Crystal and flying bear cans.
well, I'm just saying, if like people think that's stupid, wait until you see the games that we do because you're going to be laughing your ass off because it gets pretty competitive.
Yep.
Crystal and I have to defend our title this year. So
You cheated.
we didn't cheat. It was your
Well,
driving.
you did not win the slowest bike race.
Yeah. Yeah. It was I'm excited. The sad thing is I'm excited for it to get here, but at the same time I'm not because I know all the stuff we have to do between here and that. All the work we have to do. Travel the country.
Yep. Speaking of which, you'll be traveling soon, right? Within the next couple weeks?
Yep, a couple of weeks we'll be hitting the road. Hitting the road again. Like a band of gypsies. But it's okay. You guys need to stay tuned because I got some content because I'm going to make Tweedle and Dallas do something. They don't have a choice. They're coming with me.
Oh, Lord.
Does it do anything with the villages?
No, that's nothing to do with the villages.
Okay.
Is it possibly part of a punishment?
That's Tweedle. His punishment's going to be me showing up at his door at 6 o'clock in the morning and telling him to get out of bed. That's the only part he doesn't like about working rallies with us because apparently we stay up late and we get up early. And then he dies.
I did it.
That's part of working a rally is you stay up late while the sales are there. Strike while the iron's hot.
Hang on, Tweedle. I have video of you pulling into our driveway the last day of Daytona, falling off the bike, saying,
Oh,
I'm
that
done.
was Daytona. That was totally different. I was talking about Smoky Mountain Bike Week. I handled that
Right.
fine.
You were dragging. You were dragging.
I was dragging, but I was still okay.
He was so hungry for spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
That's because he didn't make his famous wings.
He sure didn't.
Man, those wings. And twice baked potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Those were good.
Yeah.
We did make cheeseburgers, though, didn't we, Tweedle?
Yep, I was here for the cheeseburgers.
No, we did do wings at
Nope.
TMMR, but that wasn't the style I usually do.
Well, they were still good wings.
Huh?
And you did twice baked potatoes, which were amazing.
DDK says Tweedle does better if you feed him early.
See, he knows.
And don't let the customers talk to Tweedle or potential customers.
I got some ideas for some work shirts for the rallies for Tweedle. So
Mm.
God, I'm scared to ask.
I'm not. Do tell. Do tell.
Rollin Throttle road pet. Keep back 500 feet.
Caution. Grumpy veteran at work.
but here's the thing, like Smoky Mountain. That's the type I don't care how big this company gets. That's the type of environment I want for the family, for our customers. I want everybody to always feel like they have a home when they come by and hang out with Rollin Throttle.
Absolutely. Why do you think I'm going to Gettysburg this year? I wasn't planning on going.
Because Mike said we're going to Gettysburg.
No, actually, I was going without Mike, and Mike's like, well, I guess I'm coming too, huh? I said, I guess so.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be a rally without Mike. He's kind of like our mascot.
When you said you were going to be setting up a booth and Tweedle was coming, I was like, the family's going to be there. I have to be there.
I think about all of us are going to be at that one.
Dallas is going to be there. Jake's going to be there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get Dallas there.
The interesting part is getting Tweedle north of Virginia.
We're going to just throw him in the trailer so you don't have a choice.
You're gonna ride.
I don't know.
Street, just ignore it.
Trump won't let me cross the Mason-Dixon line.
That's my problem.
No. You just don't want to go to the U.S.-Mexico border, Dallas.
I don't know if they give me chips and salsa. I might.
Which, hey, you talk about that. Unfortunately, we will not be making Cave Creek this year. So, hopefully, we can get in it next year. We will not be doing Cave Creek at Arizona Bike Week. But we are looking at doing Four Corners. So, that's right, you guys. The road crew, we go ride the $1 Million Highway. You're there. You're the truck driver. That's why I'm working. I'm trying to work it out to where Dallas is my truck driver.
So you could ride with Crystal?
I don't know. I'm trying to be like, one of these days I'll be the big man. Dallas will drive the truck in. We'll just fly in and work and then fly home.
So, because, that brings up a good point. How did that make you feel pulling the rig from Milwaukee to Sturgis, watching Big Mike and Crystal right off into the sunset?
Proud, knowing my wife is out there on her
crushing miles and you're in a cage.
Well, she hasn't been riding that long, and she's moved up to a big bike, and
that's badass too.
Well, I'm just saying she has enough confidence because she was going to do it whether Big Mike was going or not. She was dead set. She was riding to Sturgis.
And Big Mike, he would say, hey, I'm doing this. He's like, all right, I'm in.
That's why it happened. She's like, I'm riding to Sturgis. He's like, well, looked at his brother and like, I guess we're going to Sturgis. It's always a good time with Big Mike. I love him.
Oh, yeah. I love that dude. You want to talk about a good brother? I'm on the deathbed yesterday with the flu. and delivers groceries to the house. Chicken
Dang.
pot pie, ginger ale, cold flu medicine, ice cream, fruit, and all that. Get a message. Hey, you got a delivery at the door. He and Hannah dropped it off. Them went shopping and dropped it off.
Tweedle, you're slacking.
Hey, he brought me beer. Well, him and Dan did.
Technically, it was Dan. I was with him though.
I was just going to say it was probably Dan, not Tweedle. Tweedle's cheap. But no, that is an awesome brother, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool when Dan and Tweedle showed up. Even though I still haven't been able to drink beer, but at least it's there.
Hopefully it doesn't go skunk on you by the time you're allowed to drink it.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Nope.
That's alcohol abuse.
But it's just fun. Like, it shocked me when he's showing up to Milwaukee. Hey, just to do shocks, just to support Rollin Throttle. That's exactly.
I knew he was coming out there.
Just to support us. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to get all mushy, but it meant a lot to me.
Oh, you were kind of shocked when we showed up in Smoky Mountain too.
Yeah. Yeah, I was completely shocked about that one.
Tweedle knew we were coming. Alex knew we were coming.
Yeah, don't tell the boss. Just
no, we wanted to surprise the boss. See, somebody in the side chat let it out to Tweedle that I was going. And I'm not going to say Jack's name out loud. And then Tweedle made me lie to Dallas. And this is a true story. I lied to Dallas. And about 20 minutes after I got off the phone with him, I had to call him back. And I had to apologize to him because I don't like lying to a brother or lying to anybody. I had to come clean. Is that true or not, Dallas?
That is very true.
Jake didn't even know I was
Jack really
coming up.
didn't tell me anything. That was just a wild guess as being a joke and funny. I didn't know he was really coming.
yeah.
And I'll have you know, Doc, I have zero remorse about surprising you guys at Mobbin last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so hard on me.
That was awesome
worth it.
having you show up like that.
That was so hard. But the great thing,
tire.
hang on. The great thing Jake, it was so hard on me because these guys would be like, man, we got to figure out how to get Jake up here. Man, I wish Jake could come. And I'm just over there like, ugh.
Oh, and they were, and Big Mike, he messaged me too, man. He was like, what do I got to do to get you there? Big Mike coming in clutch, man.
Yeah, he is. Stand-up dude, man, I tell you. You'll
Absolutely.
never meet a more stand-up dude than that.
Absolutely. I know he's got plenty of people, but if somebody ever fuck with him to the point, they better watch out. Fucking hillbillies coming north.
You'll see the diamond come out in me.
I'll bring Hell's Hammer with me. Do not mess with that dude. That's for me. They can talk all they want. That's for me. Do not mess with that dude. I do not have a problem but sitting in an 8x6.
Hey, you feel like a show and tell?
What we tell and then what we show.
Well, it got delivered.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me go get it.
Go get it.
Speaking of delivery,
you can't open that box.
do I have to wait for Tweedle?
You have to wait for me.
All right.
So it's going to be a while.
You might as well shove that in the corner and forget about it.
It's actually everybody's, but Christmas comes late. Yeah. Hey, I got an idea. I'm gonna go to Dallas's house, steal the bullhorns, put it on white privilege, and ride around. Make it look like Boss Hog running around. Look at that. Look at that.
The only thing I don't like, it doesn't say rolling throttle all over it.
It's all right.
Ah. Look at all the toilet paper.
You probably get double the price on them.
Woo! Tweedle, gonna have clutch envy.
My pockets ain't that deep yet.
So does the basket come in a separate box, or is it coming all in one box?
All in one box.
Ooh, let's see it.
Jake's like, "Oh yeah, let's see it.
Let's see
We
it.
got some parts porn going on here."
Oh, there's all the metal shims.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna put Doc up. All right.
There's all the bolts and the hardware. All the springs. Now, if you notice, there's two different color springs. You have standard duty, which is the silver, which is stronger than stock. Then you have the heavy duty, which is the red. Depending on your horsepower, is depending on what springs or what combination of springs you're going to use.
So are you saying
Oh,
spring rates
baby.
matter?
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes. Oh, this is heavy. 5-bolt pattern, all billet aluminum pressure plate. Now, your standard clutches come with a 9-disc system. I believe theirs is a 17-disc system. We'll count them up and take a look at it.
Doc's like a kid on Christmas.
Oh, yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 discs, 17 friction plates, and I believe it's 16 steel plates to the hub. Now
show them on the hub what makes this new Apex so badass.
oh, you're going to take it out of my video. Okay, so this is the clutch carrier and the basket put together like this. And inside of here, there's a bearing that I have to press in. So if you don't have access to a press, and you're not too comfortable with drilling rivets, this is not for the faint of heart. I would say this is not expert level, but close to expert level as you can get when doing this install. What the difference is, one, it's billet aluminum instead of cast aluminum. It's not going to come apart on you on high horsepower, high torque needs. The other thing is the drive dogs on the inner carrier here, these are steel, not aluminum.
Yeah.
So when you put your steel plate on,
Steel on steel.
it's steel on steel, so you don't have a whole lot of wear.
And it lowers the friction.
Yep. So it reduces, if you use all the chrome plates, it will reduce your lever pull by, I think they said like 30%. Where if you use all the red, it reduces it by 10%. So it's actually a lighter pull. If you ever get a chance and you're at a rally of Recluses there, they do have a setup with their hydraulic clutch system. Go ahead and feel the difference between the stock and the hydraulic. You would be completely surprised on the clutch pull. I was talking to Recluse at Smoky Mountain, Harley Davidson, during the Smoky Mountain Rally. And that's what sold me on this clutch system.
This is where I like going to MVP, because last year in Milwaukee, Doug and I was over there and we were talking like, do this and that, and what you're talking about, steel on steel, and they didn't have it out yet. They're like, "Hey, you want to see something?" And they pulled that apex out, and I'm like, "Can I just take this home with me?" Like, no. But that part is very hard to get. So,
And Rollin Throttle was able to not just get me one, but two. And if you're curious on price, you better sit down.
yeah.
Because you're talking.
Shall be said in private.
No.
No.
Go ahead, Drew. What's the retail on one of these?
Was it $15.99
Yep.
for that kit? Yeah.
Each.
But you gotta realize you're getting clutch pack and basket. So
And the clutch carrier.
yeah.
Hell, basket alone's $400 or $500, ain't it?
That's what I'm saying. It's a whole kit. That's why it's so expensive.
Yes, it's not. You're not just changing frictions and steels and springs. You're changing everything except for the flywheel, which is riveted to the your stock basket, which you have to drill out, and then it's nut and bolted. The flywheel's nut and bolted to the new clutch basket, and that's all pressed together. So it's quite the undertaking, and I plan on doing a really nice video.
Yeah, like getting the clutches is easy right now. Getting the whole Apex kit is what is hard because everybody's ordering the whole kit.
And it's not just, guys like us that like to make horsepower and fuck around and have fun. It is race teams, stunt guys, basically lottie-dottie everybody.
And unfortunately, we're a small company, so we're kind of on the back.
This
burner.
is so light, though, compared to other friction plates. This is so light. I think what I'm going to do in the video is I have a scale that I can measure ounces and grams. I'm going to measure the stock one, then I'll measure this, the baskets and everything. We'll compare weight because rotating mass is a huge draw of horsepower. It will take horsepower away from you.
That'd be a great video because I don't know how many people, especially around us, know about this Apex system.
You got a stock dry clutch because when it's wet, it's going to weigh more.
I do have a stock dry clutch, but for a an Evo motor.
Or soak it and then weigh them both. Just a suggestion.
Yeah, but I'm just going off the weight of the pressure plate, taking so many of them apart over the years and changing clutches and all that. It's a lot lighter.
So, just so you know, Doc, that's what Crystal has in her bike.
Oh, nice. Wait, Crystal has one, but you don't?
I know. Well, I used to. It was in Blue Spade.
Now, R.I.P. Blue Spade.
Yeah, R.I.P. Blue Spade.
But I'm going to show you a secret in the video on what to do to soak your clutch plate so you don't spend a ton of money on 4 or 5 quarts of primary oil to soak your plates. Just saying.
Oh, Doc, you're not supposed to put them in there and just throw oil in the primary?
No. I like to soak them for at least 24 hours. Even though Harley Manual says, 20, 30 minutes.
Just drizzle oil over it like it's barbecue sauce.
Well, isn't that what that big bike building shop in Tennessee does?
Yeah.
Plus, they leave blue rags and extra parts.
They slap it together and pour the oil over the whole clutch assembly as it's going into the primary.
Oh, yeah.
So you get that. It's not working unless it's barking at you, going burp, burp, burp.
Well, I think I just
to give you an idea, this is going down on Sunday, 1 week from tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad. I'm just happy to get them to you to be able to. That way you got time to get it done before Daytona. That was
Yep.
what I was worried about.
Well, Big Mike's like, are you sure you want to do this before Daytona? I don't want any problems. I'm like, this would prevent problems.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like I said, everybody knows we're a smaller parts company, so we're kind of on the last. They make sure everybody else gets their stuff before us. And I'll just tell you, it was one of those things, having to please, please, I need these for my customer. But I'm just glad you got them. Can't wait to see the video. You'll love it. I don't know. It's a world of difference with that clutch basket in there.
Oh, and this is not a sponsored video, by the way.
No, it's an appreciation video from Rollin Throttle. We appreciate your business.
Oh, yeah.
Even Crystal was getting worried about it. She's like, what about the clutches? What about the clutches? I'm like, I'm working on it.
Oh, John, you're just bad.
Yeah.
Dunk the new clutch in a can from the last oil change. No. Let's put it this way. Once I soak the clutches in the primary oil, when I put it all back together, that oil doesn't get reused. It gets dumped.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to have to call it. It's getting late here. That's probably late for you guys. I appreciate every one of you guys coming on. I appreciate everybody in the side chat. Go watch Doc's thing about the Apex. It's a badass product. Go over, keep following us for more information on Mob of the Mountains. Get ready because it's going to be a badass event. And somebody please help Tweedle because he likes to stay in trouble. But other than that, you guys stay here. I'll see you guys later.